Rachel, congratulations. What a great way to start the afternoon. We move on to her coach, but Melanie Folsom Miller was even more than a cross-country coach here at SWOSU. Let's read along. Melanie Folsom Miller, a 2-year member of the SWOSU women's golf team. She competed for the Lady Bulldogs from 1996 to 1998, and after beginning her career and playing for 2 seasons at Wichita State, Miller transferred to SWOSU in the fall of '95. She was a member of the inaugural women's golf team at Southwestern under head coach Cecil Perkins. Her team won 3 tournament championships in 1997 and had 6 other top 5 finishes in her 2-year stint. Both seasons concluded at the NAIA National Championship tournament. In '97, the Lady Bulldogs finished in 5th place at the NAIA Championships. Miller finished tied for 10th place, but wait till you hear about '98. The '98 squad, national runners-up, and Miller took 3rd as an individual in 1998 at the National Championships, a 2-day stroke total of 149. And again, I ask, is that pretty good? That's pretty good on just 18 holes for me. Still a SWOSU postseason record. She's a native of Tahlequah. Miller earned her bachelor's degree in recreation leadership with a minor in geography from SWOSU in 1998 before continuing on to receive a master's in early childhood development in 2000. And during the 2000 season, she served as a graduate assistant for the SWOSU women's golf team, later serving as the Bulldogs cross-country coach from 2004 to 2006. Miller resides in Weatherford and is an active member of the campus community. She works in the Department of Admissions and Recruitment. Please give a warm welcome to Melanie Folsom Miller, the newest member of the SWOSU Athletic Hall of Fame.
This is any indication, ladies. Okay, thank you very much for this wonderful honor. I would like to quickly introduce my table here. I have my parents, Judy and Jim, my in-laws, Gary and Janice, my daughters, Hannah and Mallory, my very handsome nephew, he's single, Folsom, my sister, Christine, her fiance, Thor, and of course my husband, Scott. My mom, awesome. We get the warm-up music. Yes. Okay, my mom always told me my ability to play golf was a gift from God, and I wholeheartedly believe this. I think God put many people in my path through this journey. I'd like to just mention a few of them. Wade May was my first golf coach when my dad was stationed in Georgia, and as a young girl, I remember him telling me that my grip could be on a cover of a magazine, and that did wonders for my confidence. Walter Hopper afforded me the opportunity to work at Pryor Golf Course during my high school years, and many opportunities to play this game that I love and to learn so much about it. Marcia Ivins led the crusade to establish a girls' golf team at Tahlequah High School my junior and senior year, and it was a great honor to play for her. Begrudgingly, I include Kathy Stevens as a part of my journey. Unknowingly, Kathy was my golf coach at Wichita State, and unknowingly, she taught me to believe in my swing and my skill, to trust that I knew best how to play my game my way and not hers. Needless to say, Kathy and I did not get along very well, but our partying is what led me here to Southwestern. I'm not sure Cecil Perkins knew what he was getting into when he started the women's golf team here, and I'm sure he asked himself that many nights. We could spend hours talking about him. I enjoyed my relationship with Cecil. I got to experience him not only as my coach, but also as an employer here. We were 2 very hard-headed people with lots of differing opinions, and there are many stories I could tell about him, but we don't have all day. But it was my honor to play for Cecil and represent Southwestern. Okay, here we go. The next person that probably doesn't know they were part of this journey with me, but she was my sister Christine. I had this notepad that I'd asked family members to put encouraging words in and lots of things. but I would be out on the golf course, and I would often take this out just to get a boost of inspiration or something, and I'd always come to her page. And the two things that stood out to me was at the very top, she put, "I'm woman, hear me roar." And the other one was by Maya Angelou quote, "You make me proud to spell my name, WOMAN." These words resonated through me and often spurred me on to work harder. And I got this out the other day, and I found a really cute picture of Scott when he was younger. Oh. Minus the beard. Which brings me to my husband. We met here in 1997, and he has been a part of my life for almost the last 19 years. In fact, it'll be 19 years on April Fool's Day, so it tells you a lot. We've been married just over 15 years and have two of the most amazing children, Hannah and Melanie. Scott was definitely a part of my journey here at Southwestern. His support and love helped me to be the best I could be. Now, he'd like to tell you that he taught me everything I knew about golf. But I think I taught him a few things, didn't I? Mm-hmm. Okay, my parents. I can fully appreciate what they went through having two girls that play soccer and basketball and volleyball throughout the week and on weekends. I can fully appreciate what my parents went through with me. It was very easy for me. I made sure my golf bag was ready. I knew what I was going to wear the next day for a tournament. I went to bed, I got up, I'd get in the car and fall back to sleep for the ride to the tournament. And then I just got out of the car and played the best game ever. But without their love and support, today would not be a reality. My dad took me out to hit my first golf ball when I was 11 years old. We were stationed in Hawaii, and I was hooked from then on. I love the game of golf. I feel like there's no better game out there, and I thank both of my parents for believing me and being my biggest fans. Lastly, I'd like to thank my father-in-law, Gary. Gary enjoyed signing us up for four-man scrambles and whatnot and putting my name down as Mel Folsom, hoping everybody else would think that there's just some other guy coming with him. And then I'd show up and I'd get to hit from the red tees. So we had many good times doing that. So David Poole was our graduate assistant, and I thank him, and so is Jason Hughes. I don't remember which year you guys were, but you were both out there. Kelly Litch was often our stand-in coach on many tournaments. She took us to Florida, and I'm sure you had lots of fun with us. One story real quick about Kelly that I don't know that I remember very clearly at Nationals in Tulsa. She would ask us, where do you want me to be out on the golf course? And we'd always tell her, just be at a par 3, let us know what everybody's hitting, how everybody's doing, whatnot. And I can remember some par 3, and Cecil always put me third to play, and it always irritated me that he did that, but made me play better. But Kelly was at this par 3, and I come in, and I remember her looking at me just saying, I think you need to hit your 6-iron. And I said, okay. And so I did, and I don't know if you remember, but I hit it about 2 inches from the hole. And I was like, good choice. So, and of course my teammates, and Rachel Preble Poole, we played on the same team together, and there's Kayla and Christina and Jill, Jamie, Lindsay, and everyone else. I can't remember their names right now, but I think we had a blast. I could not have asked for a better experience. I'd like to congratulate Rachel on her induction. I was her coach for 2 years, and I really do wish I could tell her that I taught her everything she knew. But quite honestly, I cannot stand running. I do not like it, but it was amazing to watch her, and it was a joy to coach her. And when you talked about your mom yelling Rachel, I remember that too. I remember her, Rachel, Rachel. Yeah, it was awesome. And to Coach Sharp's family, my sincerest condolences to your family. I remember, I believe I had Coach Sharp for maybe 2 classes here, and I remember him being just the nicest and kindest man. I did not know him well, but I always heard the best things about him, so congratulations. I'd like to end this again by thanking you all for this fantastic honor. It is humbling and a bit surreal. All I ever wanted to do was be on a golf course playing the best game ever. Every day I was on a course was the greatest day. I love Southwestern. I love that I'm back on campus. I bleed blue. This is my forever home. I'm honored to be a Bulldog, and it's a great day to be a Bulldog. So, go Dogs.